There's been a lot of drama in the Diablo Immortal community around content creators, and a lot of people have made videos, and well, lo and behold, as per usual, I'm late.
What?
But I need to address this one because it was a little bit different. So if you're not familiar, I'm gonna give you a really quick rundown of what happened and then sort of my reaction or response to it. Now, this is me, not what we're looking at. So Endez, I consider Endez a friend, all right? He's a fantastic content creator. I was one of the first ones in his eyes and his words to sort of repost or react to one of his most popular builds. And honestly, he's a very, very good creator. I've got to know him a little bit, and I do consider him a either close acquaintance or even a friend.
Psych!
So during a live stream, he created a content creator tier list. Now, this was in good intent, and he wasn't necessarily rude, or actually not even necessarily, he wasn't rude to anyone. He was actually very, very positive in literally all of his interactions. I was ranked pretty low and then was bumped even lower.
And I've decided that I want to die.
So like, I think my final verdict was like B. I was like one of the lowest ranked content creators.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Basically, TLDR, Endez said that I fell off. Right now, for all intents and purposes, if we were to jump back to sharing content, he's not wrong. You know, it's a fair observation. So if you look at my recent videos, again, because as a content creator, your views are what is the most important thing. You know, we don't get paid as Diablo Immortal content creators. There is zero money coming to me from Blizzard or Diablo Immortal / NetEase or anything like that. What the fuck? They give us cosmetics and it's all great, and we get direct line of communication. Super cool. Love it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. We don't get paid for it. So a lot, if not all, of our funding from YouTube comes from, well, YouTube and our ad revenue that we get from the amount of views that we get per video. So you can see not even over 1,000 for like my last like 6 videos.
You're broke! You're f***ing poor!
Now, with that being said, some people, if you're new, would look at this and be like, wow, like that's really good because that's, you know, 500 something people that watched one video. And it is a compliment to me. I don't do this as a full-time job, so I don't rely on this sort of income. However, it is nice to have. And yes, I have not been, even if you look at the days, so 1 day ago, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 13 days, 2 weeks ago. So like I have not been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month. And I even did a collab with Endez. I love Endez. 1 month. So you can see that I have not been the most consistent compared to my past. And if we go to my videos and even look at, let's just say most popular, you know, 63K views. This one was a different game altogether. 50K, 42K, 39K, 36K. Like, you get the idea, right? Like a lot more than less than 1,000. So for the purposes, yeah, I fell off. Now, what was my reaction to this? Well, you know, I thought Endez and I were friends, and so like there's that.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Just kidding. We're obviously still friends, but it was one of those things, like as a passionate person who cares a lot about my content, it was sort of like my leg has been blown off and you're like, wow, your leg is gone. You know, that's sort of what it felt like. You know, I'm like pointing out the obvious, which is that the channel is not doing great, and I'm fully to blame for that. I don't blame Endez for bringing attention to that. In fact, like I said, he did it in a way that was mostly positive.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
And I don't have the time that a lot of other people do to make content as consistently, because I do have a full-time job that's very demanding. And I also coach 2 different soccer leagues for just my oldest son, and my youngest son just started playing soccer as well. So I have a lot on my plate. I'm also the caretaker for my mom. So I have a lot of things that I balance on a day-to-day basis. So there isn't always time for me to make content. And sometimes I'm just tired, man. Like I used to stream a lot. I'm going to try to get back into streaming some more. But like some days I'm just exhausted where I just crash. I'm getting older, dude. I don't bounce back like I used to. I don't have the same level of energy that I used to. I just turned 34, man. And it's rough out here as an old man. But again, I want to bring attention to it. So Endez was getting a little bit of heat from, I guess, the community and maybe even other content creators, to the point where he actually took it down. So he took down the live stream and his sort of reactions to other people reacting to it. But I just want to do my due diligence. As somebody who was ranked one of the lowest on said tier list, I don't have an issue with it. I thought he did it in a very positive way. He didn't say I sucked, although he could have, and I would have accepted that. Because again, I understand where it comes from, and I know what I would need to do to, in theory, change that and to produce more content and spend more time with my content, but I can't always do that. again, I think the world of Indez. I think he's getting a lot of heat. He did come out with this video today that basically said I need to address this, and it sort of was him talking about what he did, the sort of copy and paste content, the clickbaits, and the reaction content, and then at the very end he talked about the Diablo moral tier list. I don't think he should apologize. I don't think he did anything that deserves an apology. But again, that's just my 2 cents. I know what I need to do to make my content better, and I just don't always have the time to do that. Let me know what you guys think about this. Was this drama? Was this just like Indez poking a bear? Or is this just a content creator sharing his opinion? Seems like that would be okay to me. But let me know what you guys think. And let me know if I fell off, because I kind of did. So anyway, love you guys. See you in the next video. See you later. Bye.